Welcome back everybody to another Find Love or Die Trying. Please subscribe, like, comment, share to friends and loved ones to support this channel, and let's get back to the game. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we got off this island, or when we get off this island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. You can say that again. Let's not waste any time. We rushed into the ship. We rushed into the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what? AskLeepy, come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. It was pitch black inside. Cat had to shine the light to see anything. Strange, where are they? Where are they? I'm not feeling it, boys and gents. Ladies and gents here. Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. Cat got to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear and this is gonna take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself there isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now, why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us, jeez. We can talk more later if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the hell out of here. We ran back to the others and told him the good news. At the same time, Cat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It's hard to believe, but it is true. We did it. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. We really did it. Thank you, Cat. You really saved us. You did. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. The intercom rang out. Uh-oh. Cat turned white as a sheet when we heard a voice that was all too familiar. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding ding ding. I guess you learned at least something in school, Cat. Not enough clearly, but hey, it's something. It's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud of the show you've been giving us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming asleep in those other bitches, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake. Even though we were on the boat, I could tell the island was rumbling. Oh no, man. This is like Aaron Yeager all over again. I hit the actual computer desk. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him in what looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. It'd be easy for it to waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have two people's handbrids with producer level clearance. Interesting. Sure, you've got Cat, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I'd been shot with before. Though don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We've no choice but to go back. Hello, he's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damon wants you to do. The turning around part or the ass kicking. I leave that to your imagination. Damon has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some kind of a way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of time. Sleepy and I will go to flip the switch. Besides, we're only the two people here who can do anything about it. What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damon. I'll explain on the way. There's no time. Sleepy, are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There's no way we're letting Sleepy go back there without us. Exactly. If you want me to go back in there, you better be subscribed, man. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please. You know exactly what Damon is capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let him go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Cat's right. Cat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. Sorry for the background noise. There's a storm right now when I'm recording this right now, you know. In Filipino language, the name of the storm is Egay. Well, I guess in English it's E-gay. That's pretty gay, right? I was only running on pure instinct like my body had done this before. I've read this already like before. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm going to make Damon pay for making them suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Cat's lead. It's earlier than I'd planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past. It would be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you are together. Though if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came onto this show, you were a producer just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though, but that was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I've got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but meeting you changed me. She smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that world one day. And you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years, we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We'd ship them away to safety, fake their deaths and everything. And we did just that for a time. Then Damon started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer figuring out until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damon caught us. You mean you betrayed me? I can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out right when we were trying to escape? Why? It's like I said before, I didn't have a choice and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore and don't expect you to, but we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch we work together. We don't even have to take Damon down, though. I doubt he'd let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that unconsciously remembers that I did for years and years, but how can I forget that betrayal, even if she had her reasons? Sure, I keep an eye on her. When we get back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on this island. Kat took out her master key and slid into a hidden socket in the wall behind one of the tanks. Click. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You think you guys could get an elevator instead? I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. I've got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I could even see my hand in front of my face. Then light. Blinding light and applause? Welcome, welcome, you finally made it. Damon's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of people. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused on center stage, a battleground sprawling with maze-like walls of all shapes and sizes and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we're gonna see Damien directly, but we knew he was here from the screens. We wouldn't have a show with you idiots, I'm glad you actually came back. Aw man, you couldn't even bring back the others? You're no fun. You just really gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats on making it this far, etc, etc. I gotta say I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remembered your old haunt just from a few seconds of video. No thanks to you, you dirtbag. Is that anyway thanks someone who gives you room and board? You gave AskLeepy a way nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mom for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here? The switch we're looking for is somewhere here. The problem is, so is Damon, and he's got a gun and more ammunition than he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field? It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of the weapons laying around are useless. They were meant to make people lose hope that they could fight back. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them are fake. That's Damien's MMO. He'll give the people trapped on his show just enough hope for escape, and he'll use that to trap you. Real guns among the fakes, boats and planes where you're trapped on an island. If we're going to make it through this, you can't fall for his game, understand? Loud and clear. Then let's go, there's no time to race. We ran from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had the chance, we'd pick up what looked like a gun and see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damien was hot on our trail. A gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Kat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like two rats in a lab. Fired again, shrapnel from the wall scraped my arm. Fuck! It was like my arm had been lit on fire. AskLeepy, you okay? I live, don't worry. We need to find a weapon. And we need to find a switch. We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us, he was trying to make us scared. And it was working, but why? He's reloading, come on! We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch and for any weapons we could find. I managed to pick up 2 pistols, Kat did the same. Damn, looks like they're fake too. How's yours looking? I took a look at the first one. Upon further inspection, it was clear it was no more than a plastic toy. But the second one, Kat realized it the same second I did. It was real with a single bullet loaded. Alright, that's good, let's... Another shot rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. Fuck, how come he gets that fucking hand cannon? The budget's got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, if we got the gun, it's probably the only real one in the stadium. We need to find the switch now. Even with a gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. We ran further through the stadium opposite the entrance until we were square in the middle of the stadium. And there it was. The switch! You'd think they'd have hit it better. Damien's laughter echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats, you found the switch. It's a damn shame. I forgot to mention something about the switch here. It won't do jack shit, even if we both have access as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. But I'm not heartless. In fact, I think I'm a pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. Kat looked like she had just seen a ghost. Kat, AskLeepy, I've got an offer you can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other one, I let the one left standing go. Well, forget this ever happened and call it a wrap on find love or die trying. I live and let the survivor leave the island. I can even guarantee I'm telling the truth because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth and because they know I keep my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second if I ever went back on it, you know? Not a bad deal, huh? Especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, then I'm coming for you. The screen shut off. Kat and I look at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and there was no doubt that mine mirrored hers. AskLeepy. I can't imagine what's racing through your head now. You probably think I'm going to betray you again, right? I was at a loss for words. You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right now, I'd be okay with it. Alright, let's shoot Kat. Because then you'd be free to go. I know Damien will keep his word. But if there's even the slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I know sounds insane. What's that? I need you to give me the gun, the only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to not know how that sounds. The simple reality is I've known you for so long now, and one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Me? I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm our best bet to taking him down. But I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me. If you think I'm lying, I get it. And if you don't trust me, she closed her eyes and pressed her fingers against her forehead. Then please just make it quick. The gun in my hand had never felt so heavy. Well, for me, it never felt so light. On one hand, a guarantee that I can make it out of here alive. On the other hand, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat after all that she's done to me? Can I really believe her words when the memories that can prove or deny them are lost to me? I've got no time, I have to choose. And this is where I'm gonna say, and I'm not gonna end the video here, but I'm gonna save this here. I'm gonna do a few good endings first, then we'll do the horrible one, you know. It's gonna trust Cat. I trust your Cat. I held out the gun to her. You do? After everything I've done? After everything you've done, yes, I still trust you. I know you've been forced to do some awful things to people that didn't deserve it, but I know there's good in you, and I believe in that good. Take it. Thank you, AskLeepy. She took the gun from my hands. I won't let you down. You better not let us down, or else this will be the bad ending. But if you do, it's not like I'd be around for long enough to regret it. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's do this. We decided to seek Damon out and try to get the drop on him rather than waiting for him to switch. My heart was practically beating out of my chest. I couldn't tell if Kat was as nervous as I was. If she was, she hit it with the same poker face she always had. We dashed on another wall for cover, looked around and repeated. How much time has passed? It's like we've been looking for him for hours with the pressure, though I know it can't be more than a few. As the minutes passed by, I could tell Kat was growing more and more impatient. She trained her gun wherever she looked, her trigger finger ready to shoot our only bullet at any time. Left, right. I glanced around and looked to her and back again. Her hands were shaking. Look left, look right. We've only got one shot to make or break it. Look back to Kat. She looks there, alright. I don't think about dying, not even a possibility. She turns to look back at me. Oh no. Damon's walking closer and closer from behind her with his gun resting on his shoulder. He can't be more than 10 meters away. He slowly lifts the gun off from its resting position. Before I know it, I'm running towards her with everything I have. Something's making me run, something I've forgotten. Something I'm just starting to remember. It's the two of us at the beach. I can see it now. How many hours has it been? We made it to the ship, but it wasn't enough. The alarms were deafening, security was going to be here any minute, and our only saving grace, our ship, wouldn't start. Alright, let's skip this. You're right, taking them head on will be suicide, but that's not what you'll be doing. Me, I'm just some nobody. But you're the big man's daughter after all. Your word means a lot to them. She was horrified. I would be too if I were in her shoes right now. No, I won't let you do this, AskLeepy. We don't have a choice. Look around. Look, I'm not happy either, but us both dying here would be worthless. But if you live, you get a second chance to make it out of here. A second chance to see the other side. I know, but what's the point if it's not with you? You'll have to find that out yourself. They're almost here? Come on, we're running out of time. Her hands were shaking and looked like she was going to drop her gun any second. I hate you for this, you know? I know, and I'm sorry. Oh, so this was the real one. She slowly raised her arms and trained the gun's sights directly at me. Wow. Can you do me a favor? What's that? Don't shoot the face, please. I'm rather proud of it. I don't know what I'd do without my supernaturally good looks. She laughed through the tears. I would have still loved you even without them. Right back at you, Cat. She kissed me for the last time. I love you, AskLeepy. I love you too. Sorry, but it's gonna be the face. Let me just take off the safety. Oh wait, I didn't sign up for this. I heard my favorite sound one last time. I could hear the guards. The guards coming now. We're only a few seconds left. On the bright side, I won't owe you $10. Our bet? She laughed. I think it's pretty clear who won the bet. I can see the guards now. My time is up. What makes you say you did it? I'm alive? It's as you said, Father. Anyone who breaks our law must be punished. Flashback to reality. Hope goes. I've almost reached Cat. Push myself to run faster and faster, faster than I've ever ran in my life. Cat doesn't see him, but she sees the alarm going off in my eyes. Damon points his gun at his daughter. He's preparing to take the shot. Cat starts to turn around, but there's no time. Damon's finger pulls back on the trigger. What am I doing? I see the world turn to slow motion. Why am I throwing away my life for Cat? These memories, they're mine, yet not at the same time. Who can say if I'm the same person as before, who loved her so much? Who can save these memories from a completely different me compared to what I am now? There's no time for answers. Even if I've forgotten you over and over, somehow I remember you and I know that I would do anything for you. I run past Cat and throw myself in front of her. Because I love her. Bang! Yeah, he dead, man. He a dead man. If I recall, Damon got that hand cannon. My knees buckle, I start to fall. As I fall, I can see Cat with her gun trained on Damien. There's no fear in her eyes. Her hands aren't shaking, but she's biting her lips so hard that I can see it bleeding. Last thing I see before the dark takes me is her finger pressing down on the trigger. Damien fires back. Wake up, AskLeepy! Please, please, don't die. What's happening? Am I alive? I never heard her sound so desperate. Please, just wake up. I can't lose you again, not again. Took everything I had just to open my eyes and breathe. Kat was cradling me in her arms with tears streaming down her face. Thank God, don't pass out again. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, Kat. I coughed up blood. Save your strength. Did you get him? We did. That's great. The switch? We should be able to get it now, but you're in no shape to walk. And to be honest, I'm not in the best shape either. I looked up at her and felt my heart drop. You've been shot. She laughed. Yeah, now that I know what it feels like, I'm even more sorry for shooting you back then on the beach. There was nothing else you could have done, Kat. That didn't stop me from regretting it every second of these past 2 years. That day I made a promise to myself. It didn't matter how many people I have to hurt or how much I would have to hurt. I wanted to get you off this island alive and well, even if it was the last thing I did. Even if I had to see you fall in love with somebody else 100 times. Even if I knew it meant I could never be with you again. I made a promise back then and I'll keep it even if it kills me. Slowly, Kat tried to lift me off from the ground and onto her back. She screamed and coughed up blood as she tried to lift me up. Stop, you're going to get yourself killed! And that's exactly what I'm going to do. She lifted me onto her back and took one step back towards the switch. I told myself back then. She stepped forward again, her legs were trembling. That if you weren't leaving this island alive, neither would I. Another step closer. Because I love you, you know? One more step. I know you don't. Remember most of our time together. Her breath was getting ragged. She'd take several steps and have to pause for breath. Honestly, I'm glad you even remember bits and pieces. I'm grateful for whatever I can get. The switch is in sight. And maybe the you I fell in love with doesn't even exist anymore. We're so close to it, yet so far. But I'd like to believe it's still you, AskLeepy. But that you're still the same AskLeepy that I fell in love with. We're just steps away from the switch. But I'm still the one you love. She laughed bitterly. It's just wishful thinking, I know. We're here. We made it. You just... She coughed up blood again. Need to put your hand on the scanner. Can you do that? Got it. I used the last of my strength to reach my hand forward. With every inch I drew closer to it, my vision grew darker. I pushed harder and harder with everything I had. Got it. My turn. Done. All that's left is to pull the switch. Sorry, Sleep. I'm going to have to put you down for a second. No problem. Kat gently rested me on the ground. Fuck, I can barely stand now. She tumbled towards the switch. She managed to catch it with her hands and used it to keep herself upright. Here we go. The moment we'd all been waiting for. She pulled it with the last of her strength. A second later, she fell to the ground by my side. The cacophony of machinery filled the stadium that must be the barrier opening. We did it, AskLeepy. I'm sorry, though. What for? I don't think we're getting out of here after all. I can't even move. It's okay. We had a good run, you know. 2 years of seasons. I guess you could say that. At least the girls were able to get out of here. They deserve better than to die here. Yeah. I love you. Always have and always will. For these last 2 years, I dream of us starting a new life together somewhere far from here. But I guess life's not like the movies. Dreams don't come true. I wish we could have met in a different place, a different time. Maybe just maybe then, AskLeepy, we could make the channel together. Kat? Kat! Her eyes were closed. Streams of tears ran down from both of her eyes. My vision blurred even more as tears welled up in my eyes. We could have met in a different place, a different time. I'm sure our story would have been so different. I wish we could have, Kat. I tried to move closer to her, but my body refused. It was all I could do to move my head around. I looked around the futility for some kind of miracle that could save us both. This is too sad of an ending. I looked to Kat, to the heavens which had all but abandoned us. I looked behind us, and I saw what could only be described as angels. I tried to speak, but no words would come out. I must be dreaming. I must be... The world turned black. Am I dead? Like, if I keep asking myself that, it's bound to be right sooner or later. But somehow, I think there's more to come in my story. And I know there's one person that I want to spend the rest of it with. And that's when let's save this video right here, I guess. Yeah, I might end this video right here. Don't worry, I'll do a double upload. I'll upload the ending immediately after I upload this one. Like, I don't know even what day it would be, but yeah. Hopefully you subscribe, like, you know the drill. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.